right, welcome race fans. We are here tonight with the Laura Cup Series at Charlotte for the first round of 8. Only 8 drivers eligible for the championship. All 8 of them are they need a win either tonight or next week or Talladega to lock themselves into the final round. So, boy, it's going to be really, really interesting. I don't know if it's still going to be up here tonight, but I think the SARG Truck Series race is on tonight on MaxSpeedTV. I think, unless they may be off this week. I forgot to even look. But right now, Butler's at the top of the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the race analytics here. Temperatures actually look pretty good. 83-degree air temperature, 86-degree track temperature. 125 laps, which is about 187.5 miles here. Tire window about 50 to 60 laps. Fuel window, I've already been told, somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 to 55 laps. Some guys will get about 48. Some will get up to maybe 52. Depending on if they're saving. Pit road speed, 50 mile an hour. All right, looking at the points here coming into tonight. Sean Butler did take over the point lead by 1 point. These are because of wins in the chase here and points that they've gathered. But him and Falkingham are the only 2 that have gathered up points because they're the only 2 that have won in the races so far. Terrell Baker in 3rd. Taylor Benjamin 4th, Keaton Jones 5th, Jarrett Liebert in 6th place, Joseph Lombard 7th, Aaron Smith 8th. And boy, that was kind of an iffy thing there, Jared. I do have Jared Darling in the booth with me, sorry. But Jared helped me with the points here last week, and we found a few errors, and that kind of put Aaron Smith back into it, didn't it, Jared?
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me in here again. As always, it's fun and everything. And happy 4th of July to everybody, too. That's one of the holidays. But, what happened was, we had an error with the points. And actually, after last week, Justin Atakanis was in the top 8. But then once we found the errors, it actually put him back out and Aaron Smith back in. So, kind of a lot of drama there after the race. I know a lot of you guys last week were wondering what the points were and everything with the top 8. A lot of people in chat were. And, so we were just trying to figure it all out. So that's why we couldn't really give you the top 8 there right away.
Yeah, I don't recall if I did do that or not. No, I did not. I thought I did. Well, I don't know. Maybe one of you could put a link to the Dan Lisa in the chat there on YouTube or something. But somebody was asking about that a few weeks ago about the points, and I thought about maybe starting to put that Dan Lisa link to each of the leagues that I do in the description that way, because some people are always asking, what are the points, And
maybe in the description of the video, that'd be good. So they can have an option to look at it and stuff.
Yeah, take a look at it on their own and see who got eliminated and who's in, who's out, and. I think I thought I did it this week, but I guess I didn't. So, Brad Bothwell in chat, he said, hey, Rudy, let's go 4 races in a row for Zoltan. Oh, my God, what a win last night, wasn't it? It was crazy.
Yeah, I was involved in that finish last night, and he just made the right moves and got in front of all the carnage that happened on that last lap, and it was a wild one. It was a lot of fun for sure.
I was kind of surprised that you guys did stay out on older tires. I actually was surprised.
I had to make it exciting. Come on.
Yeah, but track position, was pretty valuable there at Texas, and you guys had been out there, about 10 or 11 laps on them tires, and it was just enough that Zoltan shot up through the middle, and I knew he was going to go 3 wide. I just knew it, because that's Zoltan's signature. He sticks his nose in there. He loves to go 3 wide. I think he just lives for that.
And it happened, and it works out very often, obviously.
Yes.
So.
And man, I'll tell you, it was close there because him and Anthony Emery almost rubbed doors, and it was real close. And then you were on the outside, and you gave him plenty of room, and he went up through the middle like that. And then the next thing you know, along come Femi trying to follow him up through there, and And of course, Anthony kind of, I think there was some net coding, like you were saying there. Anthony kind of net coded into Femi, and Femi net coded into you and put you into the wall. But it was an exciting finish, I got to say.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
Fun.
Yeah, for everybody watching too. I mean, that had to have been exciting to watch.
Oh yeah.
For me, flying through the air is not what I want to do, but that's what happened. So I mean,
well, nothing like Elijah. Oh my God,
yeah,
Elijah! He flipped clear inside.
Yeah, I felt like that was my best opportunity to try to go for the win, was to stay out there. So that's just what I did. It didn't work out, but learn. Try it again next week.
All right, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the free, in the
All right, we're back, folks. And qualifying's just getting started here, so waiting for the first times to come in. There you go. Stephen Picott comes in first. Oh, Sean Butler took that over.
And there's your guy right there.
Yeah. I'll tell you, you know, I've known Sean for a long time, and what a racer, you know. I mean, he is an amazing racer, and he will give you plenty of room. He races you clean.
Yeah, he's definitely really good competition. Anytime I've raced him, it's a lot of fun racing around him for sure. And again, I know I said this last week, and other people did. I still don't get how he was so fast at Richmond last week. That was nuts.
I don't know.
Teach me, please. Like, I don't.
I'm sure he would. You ask him, I'm sure he would. You know, he reminds me a lot of Daniel Falkingham, of course, or Femi or Zoltan, you know, them type of guys that he's methodical about all of his moves, and he can study a track and find where he is the fastest, and then he stays right there. He just doesn't move from there. You know, if somebody ruins his line, he ain't fast anymore. You know. Come on, Tyrell. Oh, one and done and into the wall. What?
Uh-oh.
He did that on purpose. He turned 2 laps. Jeff, you're being awful damn quiet here. I'm telling you. What's going on?
Nothing. You guys were talking, so I didn't have anything to say at the moment, but...
Okay. You ain't been very talkative lately. What the heck?
Oh,
That's
man.
right. Captain Hook in the booth tonight.
Even my hand healed, that's still gonna be my nickname. I don't care. It's sticking with me. It's
Captain
sticking
Hook.
with me.
Don't ask me whatever made me think of that name that day, but oh, Femi to the top of the leaderboard. Uh-oh. Falkingham second, Butler third. But I'll tell you what, them guys are awful close.
Yeah, oh yeah, the times here for sure.
Yeah, 67 1,000ths of a second. Anthony Burrows in fourth. Like time is about running out. So wow, man, I'll tell you what, Femi put it down there, didn't he?
He did.
And Jarrett Liebert just jumped to third.
Yeah, he pushed Sean back to fourth.
Dang.
And that's the thing about this track. I did run a couple practice laps before I came up here. It is wide open the first few laps, and you know, that's why the times are so close.
Yeah, Sean was telling me about he ran some practice rounds and stuff. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. Run down through the grid here. All right, Femi Olat grabbing the pole, the 29.320. Congratulations to him for grabbing that. Daniel Falkingham, the first of the chase drivers, up here in second place. Jared Liebert in third. Boy, look at all the chase drivers up here in the front. Sean Butler in fourth. Anthony Burrows fifth. Liam Sheen sixth. Taylor Benjamin seventh. Stephen Picott in eighth. Tony Hilbrand's ninth. And Matt Hummel 10th. Jeff? Sorry.
Dallas Myham will start in 11th place tonight. Joseph Lombard will start 12th. Luke LaFaro will start in 13th. Tyrell Baker will start 14th. And Tom Mercier will start 15th. He is the last one to take a qualifying time. Will Klein will start 16th. Zoltan Herzeg will start in 17th. Cody Miller will start 18th. Spencer Owens in 19th. And then we got Keaton Jones. I'll just say he's starting 20th. Raja Caruth will start 21st. Trey Normile will start 23rd, 22nd, and Andrew Ramos will start 23rd because Jared Darling is helping us. So.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, so we're waiting on Femi to grid. I like the way they got these lined up now. That is awesome.
How they're on the straightaway like that. Yeah.
Well, that's actually how Charlotte does it for their lineup. But if you've noticed, Rudy, a lot of the new versions of tracks here on iRacing, most of the grids, even though if it's in pit road or on the front stretch, they're staggered like this now instead of double file. So
I know it. Yep, I like it. I like Pocono the way they have them. They're all like that on pit road.
Yeah.
And Michigan's like that.
Michigan's the same way. Yep.
Yep. East Coast.
I'll never forget that first time when they updated that at Pocono and I went to do a race and you're pointing towards the infield and then I went to go grid and first thing I see is the infield. I'm like, where the hell am I? Like, I was so confused. I was like, what is happening here?
Yep, I know it. Yeah, it does get kind of confusing.
But no, it is cool how they do that. It just looks cooler too. Yeah, we got a lot of chase guys up here in the front starting this race.
Well, this will go into nighttime, so
yes,
it's already starting to get dark. So they and I was I was talking to Sean there before the race, and he said, "Boy, as it starts getting toward nighttime, he said these cars just keep getting faster."
Oh yeah.
He turned a 29.1.
What we're gonna see here tonight, I think, there's gonna be a whole lot of Daytona Talladega type racing here, especially on these restarts, like you kind of see in the Real Cup Series. They are gonna be all over 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide if they want to try it.
No.
Get ready, Rudy. Freaking
no.
Tighten them belts because it's gonna get wild here.
No 4 wide. No 3 wide. All right. We'll get them going, Jeff.
Alrighty. All right, pace car heads into pit road.
Green flag,
and there's the green flag. We're underway here for the Charlotte race tonight here for the Lower Cup Series, and good to start there for Femi. Let's see what Daniel Falkingham can do here on the outside as they dive into one.
I really think it's about 5, 6, maybe even more than that. These guys are going to be just wide open. There's a lot of grip out there on this racetrack, a lot of banking in the corner, so you're going to see this type of pack racing for a few laps here at least, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, how you said that, Jared, is, kind of putting it to keep a few laps. I mean, you can see these guys go full throttle for like maybe 2 to 3 laps, and, they've got grip, but with the package the way it is, kind of once they get the tires kind of warmed up, worked in, they kind of start losing that overall grip, and they kind of just get spread out.
Yep. Really, I really feel like the car tonight will be getting really tight on the long run. So you see a lot of guys pushing up, come off, especially turn 4. It's really, really tight up. The wall just comes out of nowhere over there. So as you see, I mean, right now it looks like we're still pacing. Everybody's 2 by 2 here through the corner. I believe that's Jarrett Liebert there on the outside trying to get to the lead.
It is.
And he made an unbelievable comeback last week to get into the top 8. He was 12th going into that week. Made it. And now he's it's a new season basically. So these guys all are close on points.
Well, I'm gonna say this because he didn't give up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He stayed out there. If you remember, he had a lot of damage on his car, and he stayed out there, picked up a lot of positions, and he didn't give up.
No.
That's what it takes. I'm telling. I'm
a
big believer of that. I'm telling you, if the wheels turn and the motor runs, get it on the track.
But sadly, there are, not trying to, talk down toward anybody on iRacing, but there are a lot of drivers out there that once their cars, kind of just in that, state of being destroyed or whatever, but even if it's still running, they don't want to get back out there.
Yeah, that is very true, and there's a lot of guys here racing tonight that I feel like if they get in the wall too hard, just leave it.
Yeah.
Well, Joseph up to 7th right now, but he's battling really hard here with Taylor Benjamin.
Yep.
They're
He got right there. Wow.
Hey, he got him, yeah. Taylor
Got
got
a
him.
really huge run off the corner there. Yeah, that was a good pass.
Looks like Tony Hilbrands is going to try to ask him now.
These guys are pretty much still about flat out, I think, out here. They're going to be starting to get to the point here probably in the next couple of laps. They're going to have to lift just a little bit in the corner.
Yeah, I really think it. Plus, when you're behind all these cars out that dirty air, it does affect you. Even in iRacing here, it definitely does. And you know, the cars would get tight. Ooh, wow, somebody like they bounced off the wall in the straightaway there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I saw sparks flying, but I couldn't really tell what exactly it was.
I think that might have been Dallas Mahan.
It looked like it. Let me go back here and take a look.
He was one of the quickest in practice too, but didn't qualify real well.
It wasn't Dallas. It was behind him.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
Well, one to keep an eye on right now. I'll tell you what, there's two back here in the pack that I'm keeping an eye on right now, and that is Roger Cruz and Zoltan Herzog.
Oh yes. And Zoltan's the one that clipped the wall, Rudy, where we saw the sparks.
Yeah, I would say Zoltan for sure. He started in the back. Kind of surprised there, but I expect him, if he stays out of trouble, he will be towards the front by the end of this race.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, we got a big oh, look out, Terrell Baker hard on the inside.
Oh, and that brings out a caution.
Oh my gosh, it looked like him and Will Klein made contact or something.
Oh wow, there's a couple cars really destroyed.
But somebody in the back of the field, like I mean almost the very back, they started checking up and somebody rear-ended them.
Oh, I see where it's at.
Yeah, I'm going back here and watching this. Will Klein's to the inside of Terrell Baker here.
Looks like the 19 and Will, yep.
Oh, okay, yep, I see that now. Oh, Will got really tight and got in. Oh, man, yeah, he got up into shooting Picot.
We were getting to the point now at that run where you got to start lifting. It starts to get really tight, and I believe that's what happened there. And I'm telling you right here, 2 chase drivers were involved, playoff drivers involved in this crash, and they hit hard. So that's going to be not the way they want to start the round of 8 at all.
Nope.
No.
For sure. For sure.
But the other sad thing here is, though, there was another incident that happened within this caution because the guys were checking up, and Keaton Jones has heavy damage to that.
Yeah. Him and TCB both.
Yeah. Yeah, the 7 of Andrew Ramos just didn't know Keaton was checking up, and he rear-ended him, and it made Keaton spin out and hit the inside wall. So yeah, it's kind of like 2 or 3 little incidents all in one.
Oh, wow,
now.
yeah, he hit him hard. Dang.
Yeah.
That's tough, yeah.
Yeah, so Keaton Jones and Terrell Baker, they could be, they could suffer for that right there, and be 2 of the drivers knocked out. Well, one of the drivers did not show up here tonight, we were talking about, and that is Aaron Smith did not show up, and he was eligible for the chase. So now I don't know if, you know, I'm really not going to say. I was going to say maybe he wasn't planned on being here or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
We got a brand new leader, guys. Jarrett Liebert, he stays out. Looks like he's going to stay out and lead a lap.
Huh.
He did not pit.
I think I seen him roll through pit road, but
yeah,
he go back.
There's a possibility he could have missed his stall. Everybody in the big pack right there. It's hard. It is hard. It's a lot harder than you think to see your boards and everything. It really is.
Yep. Well, that's something I was going to mention. Now that you can paint your pit boards, I've heard a lot of pretty interesting ideas that guys have been coming up with to paint their pit boards so they're highly visible, like using like a fuchsia color or fluorescent green, or
that's what I do.
Yeah, chartreuse green or something. You know, they're really, really brilliant colors. You know.
Yeah.
So, because it's a very, very busy time on pit road. When everybody comes to pit road, it's confusing as all get out. You know.
Yeah.
You can't, you know, sure, your pit board drops down, but with all the movement and everything that's going on out there, you can't make out your own pit board.
No, you can't. But I mean, I could be wrong about this, but my kind of, you know, what's what I'm looking for? I guess assumption here of to why Jarrett rolled through pit road is because the lights are still on the pace car. And maybe what I'm thinking is he rolled through pit road so the pits wouldn't close on him within the 2-1 to go mark, and he's going to come down pit road at the last second. We've seen drivers do that countless amounts of times. That's not a bad idea.
James Coulibaly's one good one for that,
Yes.
isn't he, Jared?
Oh, let me tell you.
He does that all the time, just so it's like Jeff said, so the pits don't close on you. It's kind of a little bit of a glitch in the game that does that, And, and
but
he can pit.
But that's actually a rule that iRacing needs to change, and a few people have pointed that toward my direction that I've never been aware of. In real life NASCAR racing, the pits don't close for anybody once they open after that. I mean, anybody can have the option to pit. And people are telling me that that's something that iRacing needs to work on, to where, once they open up for everyone, they will not close until, for, the next caution.
Right. Now Jarrett Liebert is coming down pit road, so he's going to give up that lead.
I called it.
And he was up front, too. Yeah, he got the bonus point, but now he's going to be back there on 20th all in that dirty air, and he was up front in the top 5. Not really sure about that, but, no.
Well, he's the only one of the chase drivers that's got a bonus point so far.
True. And also, just for everyone, Terrell Baker did disconnect, so he is out of the race.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, he's still got next week.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the only thing about this, though. This round, you want to have a good run here in Chicagoland, because then we go to Talladega, and you don't want to go into that race having to rely on trying to get a good finish there, because that race, anything can happen, obviously. And now it looks like Terrell Baker, Keaton Jones, these guys, they're gonna have to go to Talladega really needing to run well, and it's really hard to count on that. So it's gonna be difficult.
Man, I'm telling you. Got let's see. Yeah, Chicagoland next week, and then off to Talladega,
and then Homestead for the final.
Yep, Homestead for the
finale.
final. And,
Talladega cut off to get to the Final Four. What a genius idea.
Yeah.
And I'm serious.
We've seen that before.
I'm serious. That's a great idea. Joe's did a great job making the schedule.
Well, somebody get this going.
Go ahead, Jeff.
All right. Pace cars in. Demi is holding them back.
Was he ever?
Yeah. Man, just look at this.
Green.
And there's a green flag in their way, and that caused a checkup.
Yep.
Oh, man, Tony Hillbrands, he did not get a good start on that.
No, he didn't.
It looked like he might have spun the tires a little bit. And Butler, man.
Yeah, Sean, I'm just waiting for him to get back up front here. And but right now he's got to get around Daniel Falkingham, and that's not going to be an easy feat. With these two drivers, we know how they drive around one another over here, and these guys are going to battle each other hard. But it looks like
how about Anthony Burrows, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Anthony Burrows in the 62 car putting the pass on Femi Olat, and here comes Daniel Falkingham to take second for him as well.
This bottom line right here, that is the line you definitely want to be in, that you can just hold it wide open there in the bottom. Femi's going to pinch as hard as he can, though, but when you're both running wide open, the shortest distance should prevail, but Sean's going to go to the outside and push Femi.
Yeah. I think Sean was also looking kind of right there, Jared and Rudy, to kind of take it pretty wide, it looked like. I think he looked, but I think he knew better.
Now they're getting the run on Anthony Burrows. They go to the outside. Here comes Femi back on him. 2x2 up front, and right behind him, Taylor Benjamin. That's another playoff driver up there in the top 5. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great for him.
Femi back to the inside.
Wow.
Yeah, he figured that out real quick. He got back to the inside. Says, I can't pass him on the outside, so
no.
Go back to the inside.
Well, that's something I've kind of noticed here with most mile-and-a-half tracks in this new package. It doesn't matter what mile-and-a-half track you're at, the inside on the very first couple laps, or for the most part of the run, if you want to be that outside lane on most mile-and-a-halves, this new package just doesn't work.
Absolutely. Yep. Now, another guy up here racing for the top 5. How about Liam Sheen up here passing Daniel Falkingham? What a run to start this race. Ooh, Sean slides up into Anthony. He slides him. Oh my, that is
wow. Saved it. What a save.
Oh, they ain't done yet.
Yeah, they're not done.
Holy,
guys, I don't know how he saved that. That was ridiculous.
I don't know either.
I would have been spinning through the infield. That's unbelievable.
I
wow.
haven't said this term in a while. Rudy knows I haven't used it. That right there is the MaxSpeedTV night save of the night. We'll put it that way.
Wow.
I used to do that sometimes when I'd see amazing saves like that. I'd just go, "There's the MaxSpeedTV save of the night," and that one right there surely was.
Now, when he came back on the track, him and Sean.
He got a shot going in the air.
Oh, Liam Sheen sideways.
Wow.
Oh, there's still someone spinning.
That's the 94. It looked like. No, that's not Zoltan. Who was that?
I think it was Matt Hummel.
93. Yeah, 93 of Matt Hummel.
Well, I was picking my chin up off the floor there, guys. I could not believe that. That's why I couldn't talk. I was just like,
I know, that save was unbelievable.
Well, the way you saw his car going, it didn't look like he was going to be able to, retain control of that car, but somehow, just miraculously, he did. I'm like, what? My jaw kind of dropped too. I was like, what is this?
Hey, go figure. He's not in TeamSpeak for us to talk to. Man, I would like to talk to him. I'd like to find out. I bet you he couldn't even believe that he saved it.
No.
Oh man. And then yeah, Matt Hummel looks like got spun there. Contact between him and Zoltan. Wow. Yeah,
oh man.
But yeah, I don't know if you're catching it on your screen, but it looked like a car lagged really bad in front of Matt, and I think he reacted to it maybe.
Yeah, there was a car that blinked out. It was Liam Sheen.
Yes.
Liam blinked out a little bit.
Yeah,
when that happened, the car was behind him.
Matt kind of drove into the wall on corner entry there, so I'm not sure.
I don't know if I can catch this or not. I'm trying to go back here. You say that it was between Zoltan
and Matt Hummel, yeah.
Okay, I don't think I went back far enough yet. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, there was Anthony Burroughs' save.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
Unbelievable.
And then, and then Zoltan, if I can catch up with him here. Now this is where they got it going into the turn. Okay, and let's see.
It kind of looks like Jared saw that right, Rudy. It looks like I saw the 86 there of Liam Sheen blink out. I don't know if that kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if that kind of scared Matt or not.
I feel like it did. I feel like it made him react to it, and then he just kind of hit the wall.
Because that was kind of. Because when the caution first come out, Jared said that he seen that Matt hit the wall. So I was kind of thinking, well, maybe it wasn't due to Liam blinking out. But then looking back at it, it kind of looks like it was. It kind of looks like Matt just saw that and kind of backed off, and Zoltan didn't know what he was doing and just too late.
Yep, it was too late, and he come right across the nose of Zoltan. Man.
Dang, there's a lot happening there those couple laps. My goodness.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
And Matt Hummel will take his car behind the wall.
Yeah.
Dang, there's another one out of the race.
Three out of the race so far. Tyrell Baker, Stephen Picott, and Matt Hummel.
Well, Taylor Benjamin stayed out to collect a bonus point there, so he's another chase driver with a bonus point.
Yep.
And that puts Daniel Falkingham. Yep, he's going to grab a bonus point now.
Yep. Well, that right there is what these drivers that's in the chase need to do, Rudy. If they know they're not going to be up, if they know they're not going to be up front at the beginning of the race, and I'm not knocking on anybody or anything saying they're bad. I'm just saying there's sometimes a driver can know how his car's reacting, and he may just all of a sudden at the beginning of the race think, well, I'll never see the front in this race. So sometimes it kind of goes through their mindset, and they're like, well, if I can get up here and at least get ahead of these guys and lead a lap and then go to pits, that will help me a tad bit. So,
How about Joseph, Zoltan in third and Joseph Lombard in fourth?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Joseph's having we forgot when Joseph's up here, Rudy, it's his mother.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's his mom's driving.
or as I said, it's his hired driver.
Well, I want to get a word in. I know I usually try to stick with the chase drivers. Let's see if we can get a word in with Joseph real quick here. Joseph Lombard, you got a copy?
I do, Rudy. How are you?
Mom driving tonight?
Probably. I'll tell you what, she can wheel this car too, because she avoided a big crash and was really loose. Somehow saved it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, we kind of figured Mom was driving because you're up to fourth.
You know.
I'm kidding. Yep. Well, what's the track feeling like out there right now? I know it's, you pretty much go wide open for the first few laps or with the new tires, but how many laps can you go wide open like that before you got to finally lift a little?
I would say if you were by yourself, I'd say at least 3 laps, but in traffic, it's sooner than that. I'd say I was starting to get tight already after the first 2 to 3 laps, so it's definitely tight in traffic. I've had to lift a little bit on the bomb so I wouldn't push up on the guy above me, but no, this car gets tight, and everybody else is complaining about that too. So yeah, it's definitely tight after a few laps. Can't go full throttle for that long, especially in traffic. But if we can manage that, I feel like we got a good car. Maybe we could get a good result tonight.
All right, brother. Well, I'm going to let you go. You guys are getting ready to go green here, so good luck, Joseph.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Walkingham's going to start on the outside.
Yeah.
Liam Sheen starting second.
Yeah, I'm actually a little shocked on that decision, but if he gets a good job and can clear him, then it'll work out. But if he doesn't clear Liam going into 1, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Yeah, because as we mentioned earlier, the outside lane doesn't work too well on the mile and a half of this package, so we'll see how it works out for him.
I have a feeling he's going to go on the pace car.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You wouldn't do that unless that's what you were planning on doing.
Yeah.
Not at this track. There goes
No.
the pace car. He's not, though. Wow.
All right,
No,
pace
he's holding
car
him
is
back.
off. Daniel is
There he
down. Oh,
goes.
wow, he's really jumping in.
Yeah.
Big jump
Yep.
there.
But
Back underway here at Charlotte. Liam just did not get a good start there, and Joseph trying to take advantage of that. He wants this second spot.
You betcha.
that was kind of one of the weirdest starts so far tonight. That was just, wow. I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel was kind of holding them back, but they were kind of holding themselves back behind him. So it's like, what was that all about? But wow.
Now the battle is for second, 2x2. Liam Sheen, Joseph Lombard. Now that bottom line will prevail here. Liam goes to second. Here comes Zoltan. Started
Yep.
in the back. Guess what,
yeah.
guys? He's up to third. That's the guy you got to look out for.
Yep.
I mean, he's going for 4 in a row or something right now. So I mean,
Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
It is.
I'm telling you, the guy is on a roll. He is just that good.
He is. I'm kind of looking back here at somebody that really isn't running well at the moment than normally what he usually runs is Sean Butler. He just picked up 2 positions on the restart here, and he's trying to get a third.
Yeah, I was before everything happened when Anthony Burrows made that unbelievable save that I still can't get over. When he came back on the track, I think Sean made contact.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think he might have fixed that damage on that pit stop, so maybe that's why he fell back.
Yeah, he was on pit road 49 or 27 seconds, excuse me.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. I think he'll be okay, but he just had a little bit of fender damage he had to pull out. So.
Well, we've seen Sean Butler run with the dented front end before and come up there and start racing with the top 3 guys, so I know pretty sure damage is not going to hold him back.
And Anthony Burrows, who is in the grass, saving that car, he's going for the lead now.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is great for him. Great run.
Well, I'm not an admin or anything. I'm just the broadcaster. But, boy, Daniel better make sure Liam Sheen gets a hold of that blinking because, man, he's up in the front here. That's not a good place to be blinking up there.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, even though the car, it's showing on your screen that it's all over the place, and even though it's really not, that is such a distraction. It is so, I mean, it makes me jump out of my seat sometimes because the car looks like it's hitting you, and you're like, oh my God, like what's going on? And it's so distracting, and hopefully they can get figured out so we don't have any more wrecks from that.
Yeah, and the guys in the back, they see that puff of smoke, and they think, there's a wreck,
Absolutely.
And
I can't tell you how many times I've lifted thinking there's a wreck happening, and it's just from blinking.
Anthony Burrows to the outside of Falkingham. Falkingham did get some laps led, but now stiff competition. Boy, look at these top 3 here, putting a little distance on 4th place now.
Yeah, but I was getting ready to say, Rudy, look who's in 3rd and coming. Zoltan Herzig.
Yeah, he's there.
Yes, he is.
Falkingham's going to settle in. And boy, he
Whoa.
just about cut. Man. Zoltan was like, whoa, wait a minute there. Man, you just about took the front end of my car off.
Yeah, that actually made Zoltan back off there, and he did lose a little bit of that. But look at that close up he got right there on that run. Wow. Now he's going back.
He keeps going back and forth trying to figure out who he wants to push or drive with.
Yeah.
Look at Butler up the middle, goes into 5th.
Yeah, here he comes. That 88 is strong tonight again, like always.
It is. Oh, yes.
No, he's on a mission. He wants to win here
Right
tonight.
behind him, Joseph Lombard, Jared Liebert, getting really close there off the corner. And there's Spencer Owens. There's my teammate.
Sir. Yes, sir. Is that Iowa corn?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Iowa corn. Wow.
Yeah, and he started at the back. He's just kind of feeling the car out, and he's here. He's looking to the inside of Joseph Lombard there, and I think that's for the 7th position. Yeah, he'll take it.
Yep. And Rod Gator, Trey Normile, coming from 23rd to 9th. Very nice. Rod Gator.
And he's been in very close to a few of the wrecks that have happened. I believe he spun in one of them, but he's still motoring on, and now he's up here trying to get to that top 5.
Well, we've lost 4 drivers in the race. Will Klein, Terrell Baker, Stephen Picott, and Matt Hummel. But we still have 19 on the track right now.
Yep.
And they're all on the lead lap, too.
Yes, they are. And we're halfway to the stage, so...
Yep, Zoltan looking to the inside here of Anthony Burrows. And it's a little tighter now. They're not on them new tires, so...
Yeah, Daniel kind of starting to pull away just a little bit. But Zoltan's trying everything he can to get by. Here comes Jared Liebert. What a run he got there.
I know it. Yeah, Jarrett's, he's on a mission, too. He wants to make sure he is not going to be one of them bottom 4.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, points are going to be important, but a win would definitely lock you into the next round.
Oh, of course.
And it's amazing how this format is. I mean, every position is so important. I mean, all 8 of these guys are separated by 5 points coming in here, so that's 5 positions between 8 people.
Yeah.
And I mean, finishing 3rd instead of 4th, or finishing 4th instead of 5th could make or break your entire playoff run. So
you betcha.
It's everything really matters here, especially, and now we do stages over here too in this league, so those are really important as well.
Yep.
Yeah, well, also, you know, with you say, does the stage points go toward their championship points?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I know there were some leagues that weren't doing that. The stage was just, you know, the stage or whatever. So that's why.
When they got into the championship, the stage points didn't count.
Yeah, but that's something else to look at here. You know, the stage points count. So I mean, that there, you know, if you, only the top 10 get points in the stage. So that there means that if those, you know, 10 drivers that finish tonight, if there's somebody that's not in the chase and they're taking those stage points away from you, that changes everything.
Uh-huh. Oh, look who just showed up, Aaron Smith.
Huh. Well,
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he just come in team speak. Well, tough battle going on here for second. Zoltan and Anthony Burrows going at it.
Yeah, they can't figure it out.
No, they can't. Not really.
And Jared's like, hey, I want to get by both of you. Can you all make up your mind so I can go?
Yeah, early. It's like a roadblock. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to what you said, 3 and 4 wide. Where is it?
hey, we're on lap 36. You just wait. You just wait till you get to maybe, how about 120? Then we'll see it.
Well, you know this track is not, it's definitely not 4-wide friendly, but it's not really all that 3-wide friendly either.
You better hold a pretty wheel if you're going to do it, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going down the back straightaway and you're going straight, then yeah, it'd be easy to do a 3-wide pass. But once you're diving into that corner, somebody needs to give and back out because it ain't going to work going through the whole corner.
Yeah. Tyrell Baker wanted to come in and join us.
Uh-oh.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. We didn't get a yeehaw out of you last night.
No, there was no yeehaws last night, unfortunately.
Well, look at Falkingham stretching that lead out.
Yeah, them guys being side by side, that's just making them pull away. And we had one guy that was at the front of the field beginning of this race. Now he's kind of falling back a little bit, trying to get back up there. Femi Olat, he's in 7th right now. So.
Yep. Yeah, he's marched back up through pretty nice here.
Yeah.
How about Joseph Lombard falling all the way back to 12th place where he started?
Yeah.
I know why. Mom's not driving anymore.
Was there a driver change?
Yeah,
I think so. I think They changed back to Joseph driving, and his mom said he said, "You betcha, I can be there in the top 4." So.
But yeah,
Hey,
but
they don't call her Leadfoot Mom Lombard for nothing, right?
But yeah, talking about Anthony and Zoltan racing there, they've kind of quit now, racing one another. They're kind of just single filed here, but with them racing each other, that's what allowed Daniel Falkingham to pull away, and we talk about that every single time when somebody's racing one another like that up front. They kind of, I mean, I know racing is racing, but kind of in a stock car standpoint, it's not a GT car. It's not an Indy car. You can't on a mile-and-a-half track like an Indy car can. You can't run these things side by side like that all the time. Somebody's going to pull away from you. So I think until you get to the bumper of the leader, then I wouldn't just race. I would kind of work together and try to push one another, stay in a line, and so you don't lose that opportunity. But I mean, hey, if they want to race, you can't stop them. So
yeah, these guys are racers. Come on now, they're gonna do it. And we got a little battle heating up here. Spencer Owens has caught the back of Sean Butler. That's for a top 5 spot right there.
How about Spencer Owens? Huh?
Yeah,
I know it.
that's my guy right there.
Iowa corn.
Former TCB driver.
Yeah, Mrs. Lombard said, little old lady from Pasadena. She said that the young folks might not get the gist of that, but I got it.
oh, I got it.
Yep, a little old lady from Pasadena.
I guess I'm too young.
Beach Boys. Little old lady from Pasadena.
I'm too young also.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Look it up
sort
on
of-
I'm
YouTube.
young and I know that.
Look it up on YouTube. Oh, here goes Spencer.
There he is.
Sean.
top
Little
5, baby.
peanut. There we
Yes,
go.
sir. Nice job. Nice
The little
pass.
peanut that could. There he goes in the 5th.
And Femi's not far behind.
Nope. Well, Femi's the one who wanted to watch for at the end of the race to take these guys 3 wide.
Oh yeah. And there's another guy behind him we have not talked about yet tonight. Cody Miller out there racing
know.
tonight up to 8th, and he started in 18th, so he's gained a lot of spots, working his way up, avoiding all the trouble that's happened so far, and that's another
Yeah, I mean-
guy, you can never count him out.
I mean, hey, he's gained 10 positions. That's great. But the biggest mover out here so far tonight, I'd say, is Spencer Owens. He comes from 19th to 5th.
Yeah, that's a pretty impressive run.
Yeah.
Oh, another one too was Jared. Well, no, not Jared Leiber. Who was I thinking about? Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Yeah, Zoltan from 17th to 3rd. I thought there was
Yeah.
another one that had moved up quite a bit too.
Well, Trey Normile started 23rd.
yeah,
He's in 11th.
that's it. Yep. Yep, he keeps picking himself up a little bit more each time.
This race is
he-
kind of having a little green flag look to it now.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's... now, a lot of people always think that the new NASCAR package will, at every track bring restrictor plate style racing. That sadly isn't the case, as we can see here. These guys have just pulled away from one another, and, Daniel's just checked out. I mean, he's a 1.5 second lead, so, I mean, that's just, crazy lead. But as I said, it goes back down to where those, top 3 guys are racing there a little bit, and,
Anthony Burroughs blinked out big time there.
yeah, I saw that.
Wow. I think that even
Looks
put
fine
the
now.
scares into Zoltan there.
Nope.
He was
Oh,
like,
wow, there it is again.
Yep, there it is.
Zoltan needs to try to get around him at this point. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to be that close to his bumper. Wow.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
running that
pushing
higher
him.
line, trying to get the drive off the corner and get the run with the draft, kinda. It's kind of hard to suck up, though, a little bit. But he gets a
Yeah.
good run there off 4, and, I mean, it's going to be hard to complete that pass unless he gets to his outside in the corner, coming off the corner.
Oh yeah, he
Might
drove
have
in
it
deep.
right here.
He drove in
Oh,
deep into
yeah.
1, Jared.
Yeah, look at that, but now he's going to slide
Did
up
he do
front
the
of him. Just can't
crossover?
do
Yeah.
it.
No. Well, we've seen him do that at Texas last night, man. He ran that high line the whole time. Did you see that? That was amazing. How he
Yeah.
was getting those runs coming off of turn 4. He would get such a run, he could just blow by you on the front stretch at Texas last night. That was amazing how he was doing that. And it even kind of forced the hand of, I seen even Marcus Richardson go up there and try it. Did you notice that, Jared? No. Didn't know.
I was probably too far behind him because I was slow last night. But I just, but no, I was running up high too in one and two for sure. And it was working. So I thought the high line actually worked last night.
Yeah, we talked to Daniel there during one of the cautions, and he said he tried it, and he said he just couldn't make it work.
Oh, sorry. Cody Miller just hit a huge crossover on Liam Sheen. I've been watching these guys. They have been going back and forth for about 8 laps, and now we've got Taylor and Trey. I mean, we got a gaggle of cars.
Yeah, look at this.
Too.
Wow.
All a bunch of Toyotas.
Where are they at? In the back of the field.
Uh-oh, here we go.
What a move. Look at Liam.
Look at Liam.
Dive.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to stamp, baby. He's sending it.
And hey, we're only 10 laps away from the stage, I believe.
Yeah.
And so these guys are racing for a point or two, right here. So they're racing for, everyone in the pack's racing for something. And wow, look at Liam.
Wow, look at Liam. Oh, is he going to come up in front of Cody?
He is not going to like that.
Oh, man, here we go.
Yeah, Cody's not going to be happy about that.
He is not going to like
Cody Miller has a short temper, ladies and gentlemen.
Really? I never noticed that.
He's a grade A maniac.
Who's worse, him or Femi?
Oh boy, that's
tough.
neck and neck right there.
That's tough. That's a battle right there.
Cody will talk you to death. Femi will actually do something.
Yeah, I know Femi will.
Yeah, trust me, I know firsthand.
Yep. All right, back up front here because we're getting down close to the end here, folks. 1.4 seconds separating first and second. And I don't know. I think, I don't know if Anthony Burrows, I don't know if Zoltan's got anything for Anthony in these closing laps before the stage. I don't know. But the second chase driver up here, Jarrett Liebert.
Yes.
Look at this run for him today.
Yeah, he needed a good run like this tonight.
Yes.
And he's going to, if he stays in this 4th place or even gets one of these
guys.
Oh,
we're wrecking down the back. I'm sorry, Rudy. Pardon me. Oh my God, we got 4 cars around. Oh, Trey just took a lick into the outside wall, guys. The whole track is blocked. Red flag.
My gosh.
Automatically. Holy.
Let's go take a look.
That was a over record.
Oh, yeah, for wreck. Oh my God.
And we were watching this battle, and it was intense. And
Cody Miller's in it. Oh my goodness.
Let's go see what happened here.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I'm on Cody.
Yeah, you want to be on him.
Wow. Oh.
Just
It just hooks to 10. Looks like there, Jared.
Oh, big hit.
Yeah, he just ran into the back of Taylor Benjamin there. I'm not really. It was a
misjudgment,
I think.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Oh man, and they were all wrecking back there.
That was a big run. Yeah.
Luke LaFaro got into Trey, and
and I really just want to touch on this real quick. I really hate it for Trey Normile. I think this is like his 3rd start, and he was running good. He was running top 10, and just hate to see it for him.
Yep. Well, I don't think he got like a whole lot of damage, but I'm sure there is something there that that is pretty bad. So they're all coming to pit road here, so I'm sure he's going to have it checked out, see what it's going to take to get it fixed up and get it back out.
Now, this caution, guys, this sets up.
Oh, Sean
Butler.
Oh, Sean missed it.
Oh,
man.
No. And it looks like Falkingham's out first. Anthony Burrows, Femi Olat, Zoltan come out 3rd, I guess. Femi, Jarrett, Spencer Owen, and Sean Butler's still sitting on pit road. What?
Could be fixing some damage.
Yeah, he's got a lot of right side damage on that car, Rudy.
Could have hit the wall there. But as I was about to say, though, with that stage, this is going to set up about a 2 or 3 lap shootout for a stage. So, remember when I was talking about that 3 and 4 wide? You might see at least maybe some 3 wide here.
Yeah, because now everybody's got brand new tires.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get. We need to get another chase driver up here. How about Jarrett Liebert? He's not in here. Really?
Should be.
Thought he was in here.
He is.
Well, all right. Well, Jeff, you want to talk to him?
Sure.
There he is.
Jarrett Liebert, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do. Sorry about the mic quality.
Oh, you're fine. But tell us about your run you're having out there so far tonight.
So far, so good. We stayed out on that first one to get, lead a lap and get an extra point. And last night during Road to Pro, some pedal issues happened, so I've just been being really careful with the brake pedal tonight. Gonna try to go for as many stage points as possible here and see how it all works out. I really do feel like I have a good long run car. It's just gonna be getting to the end and seeing what we have.
Yeah, well, if you think you have a good long run car, you know, we just went through a caution cycle here with just a couple laps to go here, you know, before the stage. How you feeling, you know, with the restart here, just a couple laps to go to, you know, get a stage finish?
I was coming off pit road 4th and slowed down so Femi could be 4th. I really want to be on the inside here. I feel like the train on the inside will be powerful because we're only going to have 3 laps here. The outside really can't do anything for a few laps. I feel like the inside's going to have the power here for a couple.
Couldn't agree better with you. I think you're right about that. Well, Jarrett, I mean, you said you had some brake issues. I was going to say it didn't look like they were affecting you too bad here tonight, and you've been driving up front for most of the night, having some good battles with drivers. But tell us about those and, you know, who you've been battling and how fun it's been.
Zoltan and Anthony are... Zoltan almost put me in the wall once, but that's just good hard racing up front. Zoltan and Anthony, I both raced them in official quite a bit as well. They're really clean drivers for the most part. If it comes down to having to use a little bit of contact for the win, they will. It's just hard racing. It'll be interesting to see what we have for Daniel, though.
Wait a minute, you guys had brakes on these?
If you'd like to go look at the last pit stop, I locked them up pretty good just because of just how touchy they are tonight.
I know, I'm just kidding. Good luck, Jarrett.
All right. Yep,
Thank
good luck,
man.
Jarrett. Thanks for talking with
Enjoy
you.
the stream, everyone.
All right. No, I didn't mean that in his case. I meant, you know, just a general. You mean these cars got brakes on them? Right, Jared? Jared?
What?
These cars have brakes on them?
Mine doesn't, definitely. No, I don't have.
I didn't think so. That's something new. Did they just add that? They put brakes on them? Or? That was in the last build, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, they took the brakes out in the last build, yeah.
All right, just a couple laps to go.
We had there, that's a lot of cars involved in that. We got a lot of cars in this race that are pretty banged up. So.
Yeah, poor Joseph. He's also got some damage, right side damage.
It's only going to be about 2 or 3 laps here on this restart.
Yep. Well, I think it's Jared's turn. Rudy, what do you think?
I think so, too.
All right, well, Daniel leading here, has been dominating this season. Looking to get a stage win to continue his dominance. Pace car pulls off. Waiting. Today, Daniel. There you go. Green flag's back out. And we're underway to get the stage towards its completion.
Today, Daniel.
Hey, we need to start using that Rudy when we're saying that.
Yeah, he got a good jump. He got a good jump, but these guys are going to be wide open these couple laps here. The draft, I think them pushing, they're going to get a good run on Daniel down the back.
Yeah, we've got to see what Anthony Burrows does here. It's going to go to the outside.
Zoltan's going to push him. He's got to run.
And Zoltan drops
and Zoltan says, see you later. I ain't going to go with you now.
Well, we know Zoltan is going to try his best to get this stage win.
Oh, man, they are pushing and shoving there down the front stretch. Femi pushing the 94. Jarrett Liebert joins this battle as well, and Spencer just kind of watching there behind him, but they are still side by side for second.
All Daniel cares about is getting that you know, the top win right there for the stage, and that's 10 extra bonus points.
Yeah. He's trying on that outside, but it's so hard on the fresh tires.
Here comes the white flag for the stage. One lap to go.
He's got a nose.
Anthony's there.
Man, I'll tell you, these guys are all up on top of each other.
It's going to be about the run on the back here. Let's see if Anthony can get a run. Jarrett's all over him.
Ooh, they've only got the back straight away in turns 3 and 4 to go here. Coming off 4, they'll be.
Oh boy, the dead even.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
I think we're going to see a photo finish.
I think Anthony's going to have the run with the draft. Here they come.
Here we come.
Oh boy, it's close. Oh my, Anthony got it.
Anthony did get it.
Anthony.
Yep, Anthony got it. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean by an inch.
According to
Holy.
timing and scoring, that was 1/1000th of a second at the line between them
Wow.
two. So
I know it.
That's
That was crazy. That was crazy. Wow. Well, congratulations to him. And again, we can't talk to Anthony because he's not in TeamSpeak. But yeah, congratulations to him for winning that stage.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
he had the push from Jarrett there coming off 4, and the little bit of momentum from the outside line. It just worked out right to the last second. Not even a second. I don't even know what it would be.
Stage winner, not race winner. Stage winner.
Well, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I had race winner up there.
Oh, nah, we ain't done yet.
Man, rookie. I keep making more and more rookie mistakes. Getting old. So
No, Rudy, you get
Yeah.
younger.
all right, congratulations, Anthony, for grabbing it. Now, do you think everybody's going to come to pit road, or do you think they're going to stay out?
I would think with as many cars that are out of the race, we only got about 14, 15 on lead lap. I think everyone will come down pit road.
Yeah.
For how tight they get, I think tires are going to matter, even 3 laps on them. So
Yep.
I think just everybody come in.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if you counted all the laps, it had 7 laps on them tires.
Uh-oh. Joseph stayed out.
Lombard.
Yeah, Joseph Lombard
Oh,
stayed
he
out.
wants to lead a lap.
Who's
Strategy
driving?
boy.
Point. Yeah. Well, can you blame him? Everybody else
No.
has been doing it.
Well, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
bonus point. Yeah, if you have the opportunity to get the bonus point, and like I said, 14 cars in the lap. He was in 12th anyway, so get that
Yep.
bonus point. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no, just got a notification here on the iRacing chat box. Keaton Jones has received throughput.
Oh man. Well,
Wow, Sean Butler.
He's not in
Femi.
the race anymore.
And Femi, yeah.
I
believe
I
maybe
wanna
2
s-
tires.
I want to say that was some 2-tire pit stops there with
I think
Femi and
so.
Sean.
Yeah, Keaton's. Oh yeah, he was in the race. What the heck? Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the lead lap and he received throughput. So
Yeah.
That's a playoff driver too.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, if he can hurry up and get back in here, he'll only lose 1 lap.
I mean, Aaron Smith's not here tonight.
And we got TCB's
Terrell's
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keaton Jones now. Wow, there's 3 chase drivers right there knocked out. It's going to come down to 5 of them battling for 4 positions, but you still got 2 more races to go. So, but coming out of here with the win tonight is going to be very important for one of these chase drivers to try to get that win and locking themselves into the next round. Well,
Guys,
Sean Butler had a good pit stop, 2-tire pit stop.
Just want to point out real quick, Joseph Lombard decided to stay out on track another lap. Something tells me he's not looking to pit at all here. Rolling the
Yeah.
dice down here in
There you
Charlotte.
go.
Yeah, we did see Jarrett Liebert stay out until the 1 to go when he pitted, so it might be what Joseph does too.
Let's see.
Well, I don't know. I think he would have pitted by now.
Maybe. I mean, we were looking up front. Maybe that 3 laps where they went green, he was just saving his tires so he could stay out.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Maybe he didn't use any of his tires up. So that
Well,
could be a possibility.
Much needed bonus points. Did you get the rundown there,
Yep.
Jeff? Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, we got to have the 10. See, that's one thing about the stages. We got to keep manual track of the top 10 in the stage so we can put their points in. That's one thing I don't like about the stage. I see Nork got rid of it, and I think Joseph's getting rid of it next season too.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not. Don't quote
And
me on that, but I
me
think he is.
personally, I like having no stages.
Yeah.
That's just
It
me
just
though.
puts it down to pure racing out there, pit strategies, and that's what it's all about.
That was the
I mean-
thing. If we would have had a stage last night, we wouldn't have had a green flag pit stop, and because of no stages, we had a green flag pit stop last night. So that was,
Yeah.
I like that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, that's what I like. I mean that kind of to me that kind of that kind of hurt me as a fan of real NASCAR when they put the stage. I ain't got a problem with them, but like you said it there, Jared, I liked green flag pit stops, and when you put a stage in play, that kind of takes that away from that effect. So, you know, I kind of, you know, would like to maybe, you know, I mean, I'm not the, you know, league owner or anything like that, but I'm just saying, you know, in my opinion, I'd kind of like to see the stages go away too.
Well, hey, Joseph made his bet. He's going to stay out for this restart, guys. He will be leading this thing to the green. Oh, get up on your feet, everybody. This is going to be exciting.
The league owner stays out.
Yeah.
Now, my question is...
I like the gamble. I like that, though.
My question is, for those of you that watched Nork last night, I don't know if many of you did, but most of the cars stayed out yesterday, and there ended up being a huge wreck. Now I get, you know, the tires were older, they had a longer run, but I mean, you got to think these guys are running full throttle around this track on brand new tires, and Joseph's tires about what, maybe 8 or 9 laps older.
Yeah,
you're gonna see tire difference definitely, and I think something's gonna happen here.
Oh dear.
No, I hope it's nothing bad to Joseph. He doesn't need this.
No,
man, he has struggled to stay into the chase, and man, I don't know, this was a heck of a chance for him to take right here. Yep. All right, pace car heads to pit road. Joseph's going to be easy on the gas. Yeah, he does take off.
He takes off.
Green flag.
Very good.
If Femi gets in line, Sean clears for third. Anthony Burrows and Daniel Faulkner side by side. Femi all over the back of Joseph here.
Oh, man.
And now will Femi push him or go to the outside? Here, let's see, down the back.
Oh, actually,
wow.
Joseph got out of the way. He said, no, I know you're faster than me.
Man, come on, you could at least try a little bit there.
Oh well, keeping the car clean, that's more important though too.
Here comes Butler. He's ahead of Falkingham now. And that's
now he's going to go to the outside.
Yep.
Oh, no, I don't think that was a good idea.
No, it wasn't.
Man, that was close between him and Daniel Falkingham there.
He opened that door up for Falkingham to get in there. And Zoltan coming up there to help Sean Butler out.
Right here, Rudy, here's the top 3 guys that are always up front. Daniel Falkingham, Sean Butler, and Zoltan Hertzeg, and they're up here. So we're going to see what they can do here, because Femi's got a mirror full of these top-notch drivers, and he's going to have to try to hold them off best he can, and that's kind of hard to do with Sean and Daniel.
Well, good luck getting by Femi. That's all I'm going to say.
That's what I'm saying. You know, these guys here, they've hit a wall, you know, because all of them try their hardest. So, you know, they one another, you know, so they all just kind of hit their own wall here. They're just going to, I think, ride.
But it's just really hard right here. Daniel cannot clear Sean. He's just side by side. He's stuck, though, too, because Femi's right in front of him. And you just got to hope that he doesn't get tight and push up into Sean. They stay off each other. Now, Femi was up the track. Oh, here comes
Zoltan.
Yeah, he thought about that 3 wide, Rudy.
Oh, he did. Boy. I'm telling you, it's the guy that'll do it.
He gained frame, make it 3 wide. He thought about it there, but got back in line.
Yeah.
Maybe not the right momentum there.
He said last night when we talked to him, he loves that challenge. He loves the challenge of going right up the middle like that. He loves it.
Good. It's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I think all 3 of them like the challenge. I mean, Daniel and Sean both, I mean, along with Zoltan. I think they all really like a hard challenge. I mean, they're really getting it right now with Femi up here in the front.
And Sean's got a nice run here on the outside.
Yeah, he does.
Just don't think it's going to stick, though.
So hard, yeah. If Zoltan can get on his bumper and kind of give him a little bit of a shove right here.
Yeah, down the backstretch. They need to get, like, right there. He needs to be right on him.
And he's got a nice run, but Femi will kind of have a little bit of advantage here, maybe. It's working, though. I mean, Sean's getting closer and closer to taking that lead, I think. So close.
Yeah, Sean has not led a lap yet today. I know it would really make him happy there to. Was he in the? Was he in the stage? Where did he finish in the stage?
Sean?
Yeah.
6th.
Yep, he did get some stage points then.
He got some stage. Yep.
Now he might lead this lap. Ooh, man, that was close. I think he did. No?
No,
Okay,
Femi still had it. Man, but it was close. It was really, really close.
Well, he's not going to give up as long as.
Oh, no.
Holy cow, they were so close right there. And Femi, I think, we're far enough into the run now. He's starting to get tight with Sean pinching him down and him be on the bottom here.
I'll be honest with you. I think both of them are kind of pinching each other. I think Femi's pinching Sean up and Sean's pinching Femi down. So
Sean led that lap, though.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Very important point for him right there.
Yes. Now he can relax a little bit. But that's not.
I don't think he's going to relax, Rudy.
No, he's pinching again.
He smells that lead. He wants it. He wants to get away from these guys. And I think it's going to take a while, but I think he's in the position to get the lead now. I mean, Femi's getting tight down there. He can't use all the racetrack off the corner that he wants to.
Sean led that lap too.
I mean, all these guys over here just side by side. It's like we're pacing, but
oh, we got a caution.
Oh, we got a caution.
That has to be in the back of the field somewhere.
That was
Tony Hilbrands and
Tony
Dallas
Hilbrand,
Mahan.
My, go back and take a look.
Yeah.
I got the hiccups.
I do too, actually.
Oh, yikes.
Looks like to me, wow, looks like to me Tony Hilbrand just came up the racetrack and clipped Dallas.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, man. Oh, man, he was tight coming off a 4 right there.
Wonder if Tony just thought he was clear going into 1 and just wasn't quite there.
Could have been. I mean, you know, that's a very good point, Jared. I mean, there's also been, you know, times where I've raced in races, and I know other friends of mine and other people and I racing races where their spotter doesn't tell them anything at all, and they think they're cleared.
Yep.
So, I mean, that could have been an instance there like that. He could have been driving, he could have looked in his mirror, and he could have been in his blind spot, and the spotter wouldn't even say anything, and he just comes up, bam, there's the car, and, you know, tough luck, basically. So.
Well, Terrell had to leave, and he didn't even give us a yeehaw.
Nope.
Wow. That's pretty rude if you ask me.
I know. I think that's very rude. All right, here they come. Pit road.
And it's starting to slowly get a little darker here too.
Yep.
You know, the sun's setting here. We're getting pretty close to full darkness, and track
Lights have
temp
come
keep
on.
going down. So.
What's it down to now?
82.
Yep. It's just going to keep getting better, faster out there. Wow, Butler almost beat Femi a lap off the pit road. You believe that?
That was close, yeah.
That was really close.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's got to give it all he can.
Femi's not in here. How about Jared? You want to talk to Butler?
You go ahead. You got him.
All right. Sean Butler, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, I got you.
Well, you got a couple of laps led there. You got a bonus point out of the way, but man, how tough is it to get by Femi right now?
Yeah, it was definitely hard to get up there. All I was trying to do was trying to lead a lap. I really thought that outside was going to prevail, but it just wouldn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's hard to pass, seems like. So I'm glad to be up here back at the front after a couple incidents I've had.
Yeah, well, I think what Jared was saying there earlier is the inside seems to be where you want to be, at least until when you start getting the fall off on the tires. You know, I don't know, 6 to 8 laps into it.
Yeah, that's why I jumped to the outside. I knew I'd be able to hold my own out there, but I really thought it would prevail because I was like 10 laps into that, and I really thought it was going to come out, and it just never did. So we'll see what we can do here. I think we're all good on fuel here, so you know, if it stays green, we'll be able to make it.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. That takes one thing out of the equation, but boy, that was a nice green flag run there that you guys had earlier. A nice long one. You got caught up into a couple things there, but you sat on pit road, got your damage fixed up. How bad was it?
Let's see. The first one I had 15 seconds of damage. The next one I had 30 seconds of damage. So it seems like it's all right now. I mean, after that, when I scraped the wall there, that really just slowed down the straightaway speed and just kept losing time. But now it seems like it's good to go. So we'll see if we have anything for him. I mean, if Femi wins, that's all right. I don't want Daniel to win. You know what I mean? I don't want one of these chase drivers to win. I want to. Yep. You know, if Femi could play spoiler up here or even Zoltan again, that's all right. But definitely want to win. I need to win this week or next week. So hopefully we can try to do it.
I was gonna say, a win would lock you in because we know you're not going to be here for Talladega. So you definitely got to win this week or next week.
Yeah, it's just a bad thing with these types of tracks, these mile and a halves. It's all like you see. It's just pedal to the metal the first couple laps, and then you got to wait for the tires start going away to see who's got what they got. So
right.
Flockingham was great on that long run, just pulled away from everybody, but we'll see what we can do here.
Well, you guys were battling so hard behind him that allowed him that chance to get away, you know?
Exactly, yep.
All right, well, good luck out there, Sean. Oh, bump there.
Not sure what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, good luck. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
You see that?
Yeah, I sure did, yeah.
Let me fall asleep or something.
He might have.
Dang.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know really what cause of that was, but kind of looked like a sleep drift, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's ride along with, you get them going, Jeff, and I'll ride along with Zoltan here.
Alrighty.
On this restart.
Oh. Zoltan kind of checked up Jarrett there a little bit.
I remember the last restart Femi did. He kind of brought him down a little slow and stuff, so we'll see what he does this time.
Yep. Oh, pace car's headed to pit road. We'll see what Femi's, he's holding them back. And
Green, green, green.
there's a green flag run away here at Charlotte once again here for the Laura Cup Series here. And that was Femi just kind of, held him back there. But Sean Butler was the one to kind of, get a grasp on that. He was like, I don't think so. I'm going to stick with you here.
Everybody's single file there through 1 and 2.
Yep. Here we go. Zoltan and Daniel Falkingham are going to move out. And it looks like they're also going to follow along with the 12 car Spencer Owens. Was thinking about following along with them, but he dived back down at the bottom.
Now let's see what Sean does. He's going to, he's blocking Zoltan. No, back to the inside.
Wow.
Look at the run Spencer Owens has.
Yeah, I know it. I'm just going to say, look at Spencer go.
And Jarrett Liebert, look at that. He got around Daniel. Daniel Falkingham goes back to 6th.
Outside the top 5 for Daniel Falkingham here.
Oh, my.
That's highly unlikely for him. And again, it could be by design. Daniel could be trying to save.
You know what I really think is cool, and I don't mean to analyze this to death, but what's really cool about what's going on up here right now is each and every one of these guys in the top 5 know how good the other ones are. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And they know how difficult it is to try to get by somebody, so I mean, I've never been in that situation because I've never been that good. To sit there and think to myself, God, look at the company I'm in right here. And man, I cannot afford to make mistakes. You make one teeny weeny mistake, and you're out of it.
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
No, and one little mistake, you can take out 6 really good cars too. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
Zoltan to 2nd. Liebert to 3rd.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think Jarrett's been doing some practicing this week.
I think he has. But it looks like the 12 car there of Spencer Owens will go back to 6th.
Daniel got back by him there.
Yep.
And Liam Sheets in this little back here too. What a run for him, and Anthony Burrows behind him. So we got about a little bit of an 8-car breakaway here up front.
Yep. Yeah, back to Dallas Myhan, and now Dallas battling with Joseph Lombard.
Yep.
Just of what cars that are left in it. Now, one of the ones that's probably is not going to have the great finisher tonight is going to be Taylor Benjamin. He's way back in 14th place.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of damage on that
Yeah,
car.
he does. Man, whole back end of it's missing.
So.
All right. Well, Zoltan's, he's trying to do the Sean Butler thing there and try to get by Femi Alad on the outside. I just don't see it working right now.
And that's the thing, Zoltan, like, he can't do it by himself. He's got to have the help. He's got to have the push. And Jarrett wasn't there going down the back into 3, but now he's got to run here with him, and Jarrett's got to stay on that bumper for it to work.
Yeah, and I think Femi knows that. I think he's really protecting that bottom, not letting anybody down there.
Because right now, with nobody behind Femi, this is a great opportunity to get by him, these guys, and they're just not close enough.
Nah.
And with
But you
Femi
see
on that
right
bottom, man.
Yeah, but something else that's going on here too, guys, is you see Jarrett Liebert will go up to the top and kind of get behind Zoltan a little bit, and then he just drops it right back down to the bottom. He really needs to stay up there and work with Zoltan if he really wants to try something.
Well, but he's got to run his line, though. That's the thing, you know. I mean, these, you know, each driver has their own like sacred line that they think is the best. You know, I mean, you know what works best for one driver doesn't work best for the next one.
I think he's gonna get him here, guys.
Yep,
yeah, he is.
Nice move.
Oh.
But he didn't clear it.
No, Femi come back.
Wow, he threw. Wow. That was amazing.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
He threw that car in there and it somehow got back in front of him.
Garrett Liebert going to the bottom.
Yeah, Liebert's looking, trying to get around Zoltan here, and he's trying to hold off Daniel Falkingham too, because here comes Daniel back to the top point here. He's trying to get to third.
Now the roles are reversed. Femi's on the outside, Zoltan's on the inside now. So we're gonna see how this works out.
I wonder if Femi kind of used up his tires racing down at the bottom.
I think Zoltan's gonna clear him. There he is.
Yep. Wow, man, I'm telling you what, that Zoltan, he reminds me of, I'm trying to think of a good Bobby Zielinski.
Oh, yeah.
His style of racing, I mean, you know, his style of racing is like a Bobby Zielinski. You know, he plays it safe when he has to, but just like last night there when he took it 3 wide, hey, you're going for the checkered flag. I'm sorry, man, it's go time, you know? He did exactly what he needed to do. And the thing is,
he has such control. He makes the moves, and they work. You know, he doesn't mess up doing it. He doesn't mess anybody else up doing it. And
it could have been ugly last night. You know? I mean,
it could have been.
Anthony could have got into him, and he could have took all 3 of you guys out. You know, but he just. Hey, as I always say, you know, Columbus took a chance. You know, you just got to.
Tell you, one guy that kind of fell back a little bit, Jarrett Liebert now is outside of the top 5. He's lost a couple positions. Sean Butler, Anthony Burroughs, Daniel Falkingham all get by him. So he falls back to the 6th position. And Spencer holding on here in 7th. And it looks like Liam Sheen is kind of starting to lose his front pack.
Yeah, it is. Anthony Burroughs, boy, he is... and see, I see Sean staying there on the bottom. He's trying to keep Anthony from making that pass on him. Because he really doesn't want to lose Falkingham's tail. He wants to look for an opportunity to get around Falkingham before we get to the checkered flag.
And we saw that the really long run we had here tonight, Daniel Falkingham pulled away from everybody, and he just left everybody. So, you know, he's in 3rd right now, but I look for him as a guy maybe that can make that move and get to that lead. He was so fast on that long run we had. And with the amount of cars we have left, we could have a long run to the end of this race.
I mean,
yes, sir.
Knock on wood, but right now the way it's looking, it's going to be a long run, I think, and that's probably the ticket for Daniel Falkingham.
And he's running a different line than all these guys. He's a little bit higher up on the racetrack, and I think that just helps his corner exit for sure. As you see him get a huge run on Femi, right? And just shoving him down this.
Yeah. Saying, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
If you're going to be ahead of me, let's go.
It's interesting to see that in that whole line of cars, he's the only guy running higher on the racetrack. Oh, we got trouble behind him. Well, we spoke too soon. There's that caution.
Sheen.
Yep, Liam Sheen.
Oh, no.
He was
back and take a look here.
He was by himself, so.
Yeah,
he was by himself. I think he just lost it. Oh,
he was
clipped
having
the apron.
He was having a very, very solid run. You know, it's,
Yes, he
it's a
was.
shame. Wow, he did.
Yeah, he
You're right.
just got down there and clipped that apron. That's
Oh
a no
man,
no.
it just overcorrected.
It
Yikes.
doesn't take much to upset these things, and
Oh
if
no.
you do clip that apron, right there he did. That just unloads
And then he
the
trying
back of
to
that
save
car.
it, and he
Yeah.
should have just. Man, I don't know. It's tough in that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
He should have just kept drifting around the corner and then straightened it out when he come out of the corner.
Yeah, he tried. He was trying so hard to stay
Yep.
in the gas, and,
Yep.
and it just hooked back to the right, and that's gonna end his
Dang.
race. That's hard in the wall.
Well, Zoltan gonna bring him to pit road,
Yeah,
and this
definitely.
puts
Everybody.
these. It's going to be 30 to go this time by, so laps are winding down here now. Everybody gets brand new tires on there. This is going to be a pretty good jaunt to the end. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of a long run if it stays green. It's gonna be about 27 laps or so.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I don't know. I have a feeling we're getting towards the end of the race. This might not be the last caution now.
Yeah, I think you're
These
right.
guys are really gonna be up on the wheel now.
Oh,
Now
of
see
course.
who's going to come off pit road first. And now's the time when you don't want to make a mistake on pit road.
Yes.
As we've seen Sean Butler do earlier there. He slid through the pit stall, had to back up, and then pull back forward. So, boy, you do not want to make a mistake. And I don't see anybody making any two-tire changes.
Oh, Daniel's Zoltan!
Zoltan out first. He barely
Femi
got
go?
him.
That looked close though. Not.
Femi.
No, Femi was out first.
Wow,
Was he? Okay.
it was really
Okay.
close.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah, Femi's front tires was touching the line, and when Femi's front tires was touching the line, Zoltan's splitter wasn't even there yet.
Oh, okay. Great pit
Here
stop.
at this track especially, the first pit stall is obviously a good stall to have, but here, Femi's just got to hit the gas a couple feet, and he's at the line. So, I mean, he's kind of got a little bit of advantage there, I would say,
Yep.
on pit road, if he gets in his stall clean and everything, and that worked out again for him here.
Well, let's see if
Sure
we can
did.
get a word in with Zoltan. Zoltan, you got a copy? Zoltan?
And he's trying to change
Yeah,
his
he's
thing.
trying. He's trying. I'm giving you a minute. There you go.
There we go.
Well, you got one of the toughest customers out there on the track right now ahead of you. He barely beat you off of pit road. I can't believe that, but you got. I know you got something for him. You got something planned up here for the W tonight, don't you?
I'm gonna try. I think I learned something that might have helped me with last night, but I think there's a chance.
Well, I've seen you running the high line a little bit, and this is a different track than Texas. Texas worked out great last night, but is it working out about the same here tonight? Is that what you're talking about, the high line?
Yeah, and just different lifting and holding the throttle and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, the high sides. I like the high side. I'm always gonna go to the high side, and it's working really well here.
Yeah, you like that Kyle Larson line, don't you?
Oh yeah, exactly. I love it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic run last night you had. And, I've seen other drivers try that same line that you were doing last night, and they just were not. I talked to Daniel Falkingham, and he said, man, I couldn't make it work for me. It was working for you, but nobody else could do like what you were doing last night with that. So, man, I'll tell you. Well, so win, trying to get the win here, this would be win number 4 for you? This was amazing.
Yeah, I guess so, because I think last week I swept the Nork and Laura, and then had the Nork win last night.
Yeah.
That's wild. I can't even would have never thought that I'd be able to do stuff like that. That's awesome.
I'll tell you, Zoltan, for the last 2 seasons I've watched you, and I've always became a fan of yours, just watching your style of racing, and man, you have just impressed the heck out of me. That's why I guess I'm such a big fan. With your style of racing, it's just you never give up without a fight. You're not afraid to stick it in there 3 wide. You're probably one of the most I don't know how the word I'm looking for. The guy that wants to take that chance. I mean, and stick your nose in there and go. And you always seem to make it work.
Yeah,
You know?
I love doing it. It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
I want to make sure that when I do it, I'm not gonna wreck anybody. So I try my best to just keep it clean, and if I know
Right.
it's gonna be dangerous for anybody else or myself, I'm not gonna do it, kind of thing.
Right.
But it's always
All right.
fun going 3 wide.
All right, Zoltan, we're going to let you go, man. You're going back green, so good luck.
Thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. All right. Get him going, Jeff.
Yep, we'll do.
Jeffy.
How this Yep. We'll see how this restart plays out here, as we do have Anthony Burrows back up front here. Jarrett, I tell you, these top 6 guys that are up front right now, they've been up front all night long and putting on a great show. And we'll see how it plays out for them here, as we will be getting about 26 to go when we get the line. Pace car is in. Femi holding them back again.
Green,
And man, he's making them check up. There's the green flag. We're back underway here at Charlotte. Man, Daniel
not
Falkingham
one
with
time.
a good restart.
Yeah, not one time have we seen Femi go on the pace car like I
No.
thought he would, you know, and get that big jump out ahead.
Yeah, that really stacked up a lot of the cars there. And there was a lot
It
of
did.
contact
Yep.
between a lot of the cars there on that start. So,
Yep.
But from what I'm seeing a pattern here, I think that's what Femi wants. He wants those guys to get stacked up because he knows if they stack it up, then they'll get kind of slowed down a little bit. But they'll, in the long run, like they are here right now, they'll catch right back up and start racing him.
now Daniel moves into that second spot. Here he comes. He's got to pull up right in front of Zoltan there. Sean Butler back to the inside here.
Yep.
Yep.
His main goal is to try to finish ahead of Falkingham, and he's trying
Oh,
to do
yeah.
it on
sir.
the
Look at
bottom.
him. Look at him right out his door there down the
Wow.
straightaway.
Gosh.
But look who's on the inside of Anthony Burrows. It's Joseph
know it.
Lombard. Oh, Sean Butler
Oh,
come really
man.
close there to Daniel
He sees that
Falkingham.
30, and he's like, no, I don't
Yeah.
want you in front of me.
Yep.
We heard him in that interview as well. And yeah, these guys are just all under a blanket here off turn 2.
I know it.
25 to go, getting down to it.
Could throw a Walmart bag over all of them right there.
Yeah. Now Daniel does clear. Sean, look at Spencer trying to go to the outside of Zoltan. Zoltan goes back to the inside. of Sean.
Wow.
Man, that was close right there. Sean almost got into the side of Zoltan.
Yeah, he did.
These guys are getting racy.
Yes, they are.
Daniel doesn't have really the push from everybody, but he's got the outside line going here. Now it's Zoltan. Now, who does Zoltan go with?
I think anybody that he really can.
Yeah, he's looking for the fastest line out there right now, and
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is. Well, right now, Femi, him and Daniel are not. They're not really giving. I mean, they're giving each other plenty of room,
Yeah.
but you know, and Femi does hold off Daniel. That was a pretty hard charge by Daniel Falkingham right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Then he goes back to the outside here.
I mean, we've just seen Femi racing all night long, and he's been just a really, really, consistent driver out there tonight. And, when, you take the likes of Daniel Falkingham or Sean Butler, and they're even having trouble getting around him. So, I mean, back to what Jared said, who does Zoltan follow? I mean, it's really kind of hard because Zoltan knows Daniel's a good driver, and right now Femi is as well. And then if Sean Butler gets around him, who knows who he's going to try to follow, because he knows all three of these guys are good drivers. So it's kind of like a shooting match out there. It's like, man, these guys are kind of right at the same point right now. I don't really know who to follow.
Well, how about Iowa Corn just ahead of Jarrett Liber?
Yeah, buddy. There we go. Up to the top 5. Come on, Spencer. Let's go.
Yeah, started 19th place, and here he is running in the top 5.
That's a real good run for him tonight.
It is excellent. I'd be proud of that. I know. I would be.
He'll get some corn on his plate tonight.
All right then. Femi's showing the way. And it looks like he's probably going to grab the most laps led here tonight for sure.
Yeah, he's been out front a lot here tonight.
Yep, so that's going to take bonus points away from some of the chase drivers out there
Yeah.
that they could have gotten. Daniel could have gotten. Daniel's led 37. So he's
Yeah,
led
that
quite
long
a few.
run.
Yeah. Zoltan's led 9. Butler's led 2. Let's see, Jarrett Liebert led 1. Joseph Lombard's led 4. I think that was all the leaders we had. Yeah.
He's putting a little bit of distance between him and Daniel.
Yep. Yeah, it's time for him to check out now. He's, you know, Femi can do that. I've never seen a driver who can do that. Maybe him and Marcus Richardson that can actually just like pull away from the field, you know, like they do. But I don't know. Daniel might be saving his tires right now.
He also has a handful of Zoltan, I think, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're racing hard. He's looking to the inside here.
Yep, and that's what Femi's loving right now. He's saying, yeah, you guys just keep doing that. Just keep racing side by side. And
Yeah,
they'd be better off if they just rode behind each other, you know. Butler looks like he may be going to go behind Zoltan right now.
Yeah, Zoltan's still just racing side by side there with Daniel Falkingham, but now it's kind of like Sean Butler. Who does he follow?
Yep, and he's just kind of going back and forth because he's not sure if he, racing for the playoffs here. I wouldn't want to follow Daniel. I'd want to pass him. So
yeah. I'd want to pass both these guys, but when they're racing side by side, how can you?
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah. It's kind of like a two. It's kind of like a 2-lane on a 4-lane. Where you're on the same side of the road.
Amazing how hard it is to pass tonight. It's kind of shocking me.
Yeah.
I know it. Yep. I really thought too. I was kind of like thinking that it would be a lot easier to pass. And Zoltan, I mean, you know how he was just talking about, he likes that higher line. And right now with Daniel up there, Daniel's not letting Zoltan get to the high line.
Oh, no.
He knows Zoltan's pretty fast up there.
And these guys have been racing. Jarrett Liebert has caught up to these three as well.
Yep.
Yes, he has.
And Femi just keep pulling away. He's out there almost a full half a second now.
And Zoltan knows he's got to get by Daniel, and he just can't do it.
Yeah, he just can't.
Yeah. I mean, I really think right here this would be go time. And I mean, I know these guys want to race, but I think if Zoltan would kind of, just kind of follow in here and just, try just a little bit to just get in a line, they could catch back up to Femi and start racing again.
Yep.
He's going to clear him here.
Yep.
Daniel's going to get back out front of him.
And here goes Sean by Zoltan now.
Yep, Sean Butler's going to try to get around him here. He tried. Still there.
Oh, boy.
Sean's keeping him pinned down.
Yes, he is. Whoa. Well, that's really what Sean has to do to make that outside line work.
You betcha. You betcha.
Zoltan noticed that. He started kind of pinning him up there. He was like,
oh man, they are tight on each other. He's all over his door. Jeez.
I think Zoltan's just showing his displeasure there to Sean, because I think Zoltan knew what Sean was doing. He was like, oh, no, you don't. I'm going to push you back up the track. You ain't pinching me down here.
Man.
Well, the thing of it is they each know how far they can push each other, because they've been in this position so many times.
Oh, there you go, Zoltan.
Zoltan got around him. Now they're in a line. Now for the next 4 laps, they just need to stay in this line, and if they can consistently stay next up to one of them, I think they can catch back up to Femi.
Yeah, we'll see if they. Yeah, I think they're pushing. They just gotta try to do that right now, or else none of them are gonna have a chance to win the race. So.
Yeah, Femi's out in that clean air, and I'm telling you that.
And looks like Zoltan just tried to just push him there.
Yep.
Now he's gonna go to that high side now.
Yeah, he's going to try to go to the high side.
Man.
I think he noticed that wasn't going to work.
Well, I don't think it was early in that outside run right there that he. See, now Daniel's kind of moved up the hill. You see what Daniel's doing? He's putting a block on him right now.
Taking his line away too. Yep.
Yeah.
Daniel's no dummy. I'll tell you what. Daniel's pretty smart when it comes to this stuff. He knows just exactly every strategy move that Zoltan's got up his sleeve.
We got 10 laps to go now, so I mean, they're gonna catch him. They gotta try something now. We're getting down to the end of this thing.
Yeah, and I think Daniel knows that too, and that might be another thing he's doing as well. He's trying to keep these guys behind him and say, "Come on, guys, let's work together to get up to Femi."
Yeah, they're down to about 4.5 tenths.
Yeah, and that lap, because I'm sitting here looking at the times and everything, Daniel was a little quicker than Femi that lap.
Yep.
He ran a 30.42 and Femi ran a 30.47, so it's a half a tenth right there.
Getting pushed pretty hard by Zoltan right now. Zoltan looks to the inside again.
And now that's going to make them lose a little time being side by side, but I think Zoltan thinks if he gets by Daniel, he can run down Femi. I think that's what he thinks here, and he's just trying, but it's so hard on that bottom. Now Sean's going to try to push Daniel back by him. It's right in behind him there, dang.
Yep. Yeah, I think Sean's figured out he's just not going to be fast enough to get by them guys up there. Here comes Jarrett Liebert now to the inside of Sean Butler.
Wow. He really throws it into one there, but I don't think he got quite in front of him.
Butler's trying to come back. Liebert still got him, though, at the line there. And he would, man. Wow. And Butler's trying to keep him pinned down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
So hard to pass.
Yep. And all Sean's doing is making it harder for Jared Liebert right now.
Yep.
Well, he's got to if he wants to try to stay up here.
Yep. Yeah, that one extra position, you know, he doesn't want Daniel to finish too many positions ahead of him.
Yeah.
Balkingham and Zoltan trying to run down the leader. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're coming to get 5 to go, 3/4 of a second. Daniel's just going to, I think he's just going to settle for second here. But now, with that mirror full of Zoltan, he's probably thinking to himself, what's Zoltan planning up on me now? He's debating it right now. Zoltan might have backed off a little bit there. He's going to cool his tires off and make one more attempt at it, I think. Don't know if it's going to work, but...
Yeah, I think it's going to be a race for second. Femi's just checked out. A really impressive drive here at the end.
Butler now, he's taking a look to the inside of Zoltan there for a second.
Now it was just a second.
Yeah. And here he goes again.
Here he goes
to the
again,
inside turn one.
He's trying. I think that's all he can do right now.
Yeah, one more position if he can get by Zoltan, and it's just not going to happen.
We're coming to 3 to go this time.
3 to go. Sean's got a really good run there in 3 and 4. He is underneath Zoltan there for the 3rd spot.
And I think Zoltan come back and beat him to the line, but
he did.
You know, man, I'm telling you.
See if Sean throws it in there.
Yeah, he tried.
Liebert sitting there. He's like, God, these guys are like road blocking me here.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's nothing he can do, you know.
No,
he can't find it. He just can't find any more speed right now, and you know.
Zoltan got a nice run on Daniel there in 3 and 4.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a battle for second here. 2 to go.
I don't know. If I was Daniel, I'd be a little worried right now, and he's going to do that, run that Zoltan line up there on the high side.
Yeah, this time they're getting the white flag.
Yeah, last time Zoltan had a great 3 and 4. Let's see if he can do it again here.
Butler throwing it into 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right, coming to the white flag here.
One more lap to go, folks. One more to go. Zoltan again right up on the bumper.
I mean, Zoltan's there. He's got to get him in the last couple corners here or the back straightaway. If he doesn't, I think he's going to finish 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's gonna have a shot
Sean
here.
Butler just blinked out.
No way.
No.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
Ooh.
Femi's gonna win the race though, but the battle's gonna be for second.
Yeah, Zoltan's got a little bit of a head start on him, but I think at the line,
I don't think he's going to get him off the corner.
Yep,
he got
him. Got him. So Femi Olat wins the race here, folks. Congratulations to Femi. Man, what a well-deserved to leading 64 laps.
Wow.
I mean, just a dominating run here tonight.
Just the dominating drive altogether.
Yes, sir. Well, I hope he comes around and does a burnout. I don't see him in TeamSpeak, so we can't talk to Femi. Hopefully he comes in. But let's see if we can get Falkingham and Zoltan up here. We'll talk to them while we're waiting to see if Femi comes in.
Yeah, Femi's coming in.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he just asked for TeamSpeak.
Okay. All right, we caught up with Femi Olat. Femi, congratulations on a dominating run, leading 64 laps today. That was pretty freaking amazing, dude.
Yeah, kind of surprised to lead that many laps, to be honest. I led a lot last night too, so that's good. I think I'm getting better and better every race I do in this package. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm missing, because I don't know. There's something that the fast guys know that I don't. So I'm just trying to race more and figure it out.
What do you mean fast guys? You're a fast guy.
I'm a fast guy in everything, I guess, except this package.
Oh, okay.
But, like, Zoltan's really good in this. Daniel's really good in this. And I don't know, maybe it's because I traditionally don't arc into the corner as much. But I don't know. It's cool to beat them, though, because, like I said, they got to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, when you seen them guys battling there in the closing laps, side by side, battling for second, and you just kept inching away little by little, and you got that, man, you finished almost 9/10 of a second ahead of second place. So that really showed that, the more them guys battled, the more you could pull away.
Yeah, there's the big spoilers allowing for the draft to be really strong. Some would say overpowered in the first couple laps of the run. So anytime, that's why I was going late on the restarts. Like, if I could just keep them side by side with the guy in second or the guy restarting third, not being able to move to the outside, I'd be able to form a little bit of a gap, and then they would catch up with the draft. But if I just kind of hit the lines perfectly and didn't give them too much of a run on the outside, then if they were to get side by side, I would be able to pull away, and that's what happened. So that's just the goal, is to not allow them to get single file and push up to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys kept up there, that like the top 6 or 7 right there in that front. It was just a constant battle. It was so hard to pass, though. I mean, you try the high side, you try the low side. It just seemed like after you got them, the first initial 3 or 4 laps worn off of the, the little nubbins worn off of them brand new tires, it just seems like, everybody kind of became equal after that.
Yeah, it was a really good battle, I'd say, with about like 6 or 7 people. And like, I can hate on this package as much as I want, but what it really highlights is the people that can drive in traffic. So getting to race Daniel and Zoltan and Sean and Jarrett, like, as close as you are, because like, it's impossible to pass. So you need to use every inch that you can, and being able to do that and not wreck just shows like how talented everybody that races really is.
Absolutely. I got to agree with you 100%, Femi. Well, you walk away here tonight leading the most laps. You gathered up quite a few points tonight. It's a shame you weren't in the chase, but you gathered up a lot of points and actually took a lot of points away from some of the chase drivers, if you look at it that way too. So, but man, I'm telling you what, great job out there tonight. Who you got to thank for this win?
I got to thank Joseph for letting me race in this league, because like you said, I took a lot of points away, which if it was another car or the old package, I would just, because there's a stage, I would just not finish in the stage and allow the chase guys to do their thing. But you can't pass, so I just gotta get as much track position as I can. So Thanks to him for letting me race. Thanks to you, Jeff and Jared, for broadcasting. Thanks to everybody who came to race. A special shout out to Zoltan and Daniel for the close racing that we had. It's a boring package, but racing good people is fun. So there's that. And thanks to everybody who watched.
Very good. All right. Well, we going to see you next week at Chicagoland?
Yeah, it's a it's a really strong. That's a draft heavy track, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, I need more practice in this car, so I'm just gonna race and hope to not wreck.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, congrats on your win, Femi. Go celebrate that win, and we'll see you next week at Chicagoland.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff, you got second?
Yep, Daniel, you got a copy?
10-4.
All right, Mr. Falkingham. Well, tell us about your run you had out there tonight. You started second, you finished second. Man, you had a lot of tough competition up there tonight. Tell us how it was.
Yeah, it was super tough. I mean, when you're racing a package where it's pretty much impossible to pass and so much dirty air and just so much turbulence and stuff, I mean, you really get close racing, and then as the run goes on, it starts to spread out a little bit. I mean, Femi, he was driving away because he had the clean air, where me, Zoltan, Sean, and everyone else was just in dirty air. So pretty much in that last run, I just had to stay off the bottom, because if I stayed in Femi's dirty air, Zoltan was going to fly right past me. So yeah, I definitely had to play a lot of defense at the end of the race, because I knew I wasn't going to win, because Femi, he was gone. So I was just playing defense the rest of the race. So it was good racing Zoltan towards the end. I love racing with him, but yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you led a lot of laps there too, and I think you had probably one of the longest, or farthest, I should say, leads of the night. There was a point where you was almost 2 seconds of the lead. It was like 1.7, I think it was, wasn't it, Rudy?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
1.7 or 1.8.
Yeah, that you had a lead. So I mean, you had a pretty good run for that standpoint too. But with the way it looked here, most mile-and-a-half tracks with this new package, it always seems like that bottom lane is the best choice. But I've seen it look like you and a lot of other guys are trying different things out there tonight. And with that being said, what was some things that you learned to really understand the track and to really know where you had to run?
I learned that the top is non-existent at all. So yeah, that was kind of hard to deal with. I mean, I tried to rally the top a few. I was on the top trying to keep Zoltan behind me, but I figured, well, why not try the top, try to run down Femi, but it was not working. I think my right front got really roasted, so that didn't help either. But I mean, on some tracks the top really works, like Chicagoland. If it's hot next week at Chicagoland, then the outside I feel like will come in. Texas earlier in the season, that outside came in there too. So a few tracks had the outside work, but Charlotte it's not one of them. So I had to run hard just to stay in clean air, because if I just ran in Femi's dirty air, then Zoltan was gonna fly right by me. So I had no choice but to run the top that last entire run once I got clear. I mean, hats off to Femi, good win to him. Fun racing with him. Right at the start of the run, we were side by side for quite a few laps, so that was good. That was all good fun. But once he cleared me, it was game over. It was like lights out, because that's when dirty air really started to affect all of us. So, it was good fun. But this package can be annoying at times.
It can. But all right, Daniel. Well, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Good points tonight for you as well. What's your thoughts on Chicagoland next week?
I'm looking forward to Chicagoland. I really hope it's a little hot, because it's loose. We will be loose sliding around, because I feel like we can make different lanes work. I feel like 1 and 2 you can make the outside lane work. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if it's cold next week, I feel like the bottom is going to be right where you're going to be the entire race. But we'll see. But tonight was just, I knew there would be a lot of tough competition. So if we couldn't get the win, then we just came in and tried to get as many points as we could, and we certainly did that.
Yeah. All right, so here's a question real quick before I ask you this question, but this is for Joseph. Are you going to run Chicagoland as day, or are you going to run it as night, since they do have night lighting now? Maybe he's not there. But...
Hello?
Are you going to run Chicago a day or night?
That one's going to be day to night.
Day to night. Okay.
Ooh,
so there
awesome.
you go. So what's your thoughts on that now, Daniel, knowing it will finish in the night?
We're definitely going to gain grip throughout the night. So, but I feel like at the start of the race you might be able to make both lanes work. But I feel like towards when it gets to nighttime, it's going to be right on the white line. So, who knows? I might be shocked next week. I might be completely discombobulated. So, let's wait and see.
All right. Well, Daniel, congratulations on your second place finish tonight here at Charlotte. Do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to?
Yep, got to thank Joe for doing this league. Always fun to come down and run this league. Always trying to get better with this package. Also, shout out to everyone who comes and races each and every week. Femi, Zoltan, Sean, Jarrett, all the guys, all the chase drivers and stuff too. Also, thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. Always fun to go back and watch the broadcast. Always thank you to Team TCB for bringing me pretty good race cars to the racetrack each and every week. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. And also thank you to everyone who watched the race. Probably a good show.
Awesome. All right, Daniel, once again, congratulations on your finish, and good luck next week, Chicagoland.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep. All right, Rudy, you got third?
I do. Zoltan Herkzeg. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Well, you didn't quite get the win here tonight, brother, but man, I'm telling you what, you and Daniel were putting on quite the show there for second place.
Yeah, it's just really tough to pass. Maybe if I would have got around him earlier, maybe had something for Femi, but it's just it's really hard. If you can't get to the high side of somebody, it's literally impossible to pass, which is tough.
We were watching, and I know, you were taking a look there to the outside, and once Daniel figured out that you were going to try to go around him on the outside there, he kind of I'm not going to say put the block on you, but he kind of joined you up there on the high side, and you guys rode up there for quite a while, but you weren't reeling in Femi quite as fast as I think you needed to, And when you tried to take it back down to the bottom, it just like you just became neutral, and you couldn't get by him, he couldn't get by you, you just couldn't clear each other, And I don't know, man. It was a very, very competitive, tough race, and I really kind of expected 2 lanes here tonight. I really did. I expected 2 race lanes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But it just stinks. I got behind Daniel. I let him by. I was like, all right, let me see if we can just catch him. We'll work together, and then we just weren't catching. So that's when I was like, all right, I got to fight for the position, because then if I could try to get in front of him, then that's the best chance to try to run down Femi. But I know that in the middle of the race, there was a part where it was just, I think it was Femi, Daniel, Sean, and myself, and we were just a pack of 4 cars, and we just could not get around each other. Yeah. It was just really fun, tight racing that everybody loves to do.
Yeah, well, I know, Femi kind of stated it, and I agree, with what he's saying, that the package is kind of, I don't know. It's maybe not to the liking of some drivers out there, but this is the kind of racing that it produces. Is you guys are on top of each other, racing for that position, and it's very, very good racing. When you got 4, 5, 6 guys up there racing so tight, as like you guys were, it's anybody's game out there. Kind of makes it sort of like a short track Talladega, but yet it's interesting and it's fun, and it shows who can hang like that. And you guys did a phenomenal job hanging and just giving each other plenty of room. I know Sean was kind of pinching you down there a couple of times, and Daniel pinched you down a couple of times, but it's what you got to do.
Oh yeah, exactly. You got to do whatever you can to get that edge on the person you're trying to pass. But
was there any time tonight that you kind of felt like, oh man, I'm just not going anywhere?
Yeah. Once we got some laps on the tires, and you get stuck behind somebody, it's tough, because I felt like even like the long run, I was stuck behind Anthony. He kept on trying to keep that high side, just like Daniel was doing, and at that point, it's like it's not even worth it to try to pass. Just ride along and wait for the caution or anything like that, because it's just that tough. Or wait for him to make a mistake. Yeah, that's really, really neat. Is just people to make mistakes, and then you can pass.
And there was so much GURP out there tonight that you really didn't see too many people making mistakes like that.
Oh yeah. If it was a little bit looser, it might have created a little bit better racing, and you can actually try to make a pass, because it's tough. Because even Texas last night off of 2, it was crazy loose on the long run, which produced passes, and then it really helped out.
Right. Well, you broke the chain there of making it 4 in a row, Zoltan, but still, that's pretty proud. You should be pretty proud of yourself making it 3 in a row. That's pretty awesome. But you come home tonight 3rd. Now, looking at Chicagoland next week, another 1.5 miles, and altogether different race characteristics of that track. What do you think you'll do there?
I'll hopefully try to do more of the same. If I can keep finishing in the top 3, that'd be amazing. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And Joseph said it's going to go from day to night. So, for the first time, we'll be able to race under the lights at Chicagoland.
Yeah, that's going to be cool to see because I haven't seen it yet on the sim.
Yeah, me neither. So I can't wait. All right, Zoltan, well, before you get out of here and go celebrate this third place finish and leading 9 laps tonight, which is, pretty respectful after Femi was out there 64 laps and just dominated tonight. Man, that was amazing. You finished 28 one-thousandths of a second behind Daniel for second place, but you lead 9 laps and heading on to Chicago next week. Who you got to thank for this week?
I got to thank, first of all, always got to thank the people watching. If they weren't watching, then we wouldn't have a broadcast, and I really like these broadcasts. And then I want to thank everybody for racing. Like everybody in like the top 10, they were all real clean, and it's really fun when you can race clean people.
Yes, sir. Well, are we going to see you in the chase next season?
Yeah, I hope so. I know. Like lately, I've been really busy with work. I almost missed last night's race and tonight's race, but yeah, we'll see. Whatever I can do, I'm gonna do.
Yep. All right, brother. Well, congrats again on third, and we hope to see you next week at Chicagoland.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right. All right, let's run down through the results here. Femi Olat comes home with the win tonight after leading 64 laps. Daniel Falkingham will finish second. Zoltan Herzeg third. Sean Butler fourth. And Jarrett Liebert fifth. Anthony Burrows in sixth. Spencer Owens seventh. Joseph Lombard finishes eighth. Dallas Myhan ninth. And Luke Lafaro rounds out the top 10. Jeff?
Yep, Trey Normile will finish in 11th. Tony Hilbrands will finish 12th. Taylor Benjamin will finish in 13th. He is the last one on the lead lap. Liam Sheen will finish in 14th. Keaton Jones will finish 15th. Cody Miller in 16th. Andrew Ramos will finish in 17th. Tom Mercier will finish 18th. Raja Caruth will finish in 19th. Matt Hummel will round out the top 20. Stephen Picott will finish 21st. Will Klein will finish 22nd. And Tyrell Baker will round out the field, finishing in 23rd.
All right, very good. All right, well, congratulations again to our winner, Femi Olat, here for LORA and MaxSpeedTV. Thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it very much. Give us a thumbs up on the video, and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. And Jeff, thank you for helping tonight. Appreciate it. We only got, 3 more races to go left in the season, so pretty awesome. And we did hear tonight from Joseph that probably he hasn't worked up the schedule for next season yet, but it's probably going to be, he said, a few weeks. You can take that however you want. A few weeks in between the last race of the season here, July 31st, be a few weeks before they'll get started again. So
actually, be July 24th.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. You're right. I forgot that he moved up. Yeah, we weren't supposed to race tonight, but he pulled it in and we are racing. Yeah, so you're right, 24th. All right, folks, well, thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.